I'm going with a topwater buzzbait. The reason I go with a topwater buzzbait instead of topwater spook, because I've had more success with the buzzbait. Not only that, but I like the buzzbait's action on the water, and I think it gets more strikes where I like to fish. Where I like to fish this is around docks, around like cover. Fish it on the outside of cover, speed it up, slow it down. Just get some reactions out of it and you'll be good. I know I use chatterbaits sometimes. I use spinnerbaits sometimes. But in the fall, I seem to get more bites off a spinnerbait. This Colorado blade would be a shad, Swillow blade would be a shad, and then the skirt and hook would be a whole shad. So it'd be like a school of shad being blown up against the wind. So if you're in what looks to be like a stormy situation, go ahead, pop out the spinnerbait, walk over to the edge of the pond where the wind's blowing, cast it out there, just retrieve it, stop, twitch it a little bit, retrieve it, stop, and twitch it a little bit. You'll get some good reaction strikes because shad are typically coming up into more shallow area in the fall time. A square bill crankbait. The reason I use a square bill is because bass are in cover along with the shad. Square bill gets around cover not only really well, but it bounces off cover. Since you're fishing a lake, a pond, a reservoir, whatever you're fishing, you want to stick with what's natural. So here I got orange and chartreuse with a black back because there's a lot of bait fish. There's some shad, so I like the yellow belly on it. And then the black back looks like the... What you want to do with a square bill, you just want to run it up into some cover, get it off something, throw it against some rocks, maybe like a tree that's laying down, bounce it off some rocks. Anything that'll get the square bill to rattle, you'll be good. You can use any size, just make sure it's natural looking to where you are fishing. I know you can fish jigs all year. They're a really versatile bait. You can flip, you can pitch, you can punch, you can skip, you can swim. If you're on a budget and you want to fish year round and you want to catch good quality fish and you want to catch numbers too, go with a jig and some sort of trailer. A jig, like I said, you can punch and do a bunch of stuff, flipping and pitching. What you want to do is you want to put a trailer on it. My trailer that I use is a Poor Boy Baits pumpkin seed crawl imitation, but this works out fine as a trailer. I catched a lot of fish off of it. Very versatile. If you're going to tie one thing on and go the whole day, go with a jig. I fish it somewhat like that. It really doesn't matter what size you get. If you want to trim the tail down a little bit, you just want to swim it along, hop it up. The reason I use this is because my jig heads are weighted. The fish are down farther because that's where it's warmer if they're not up eating shad. So you want to go with something that'll sink down. What I've found is I've done like tests. It still has a little bit of action if it's weighted, but not as much as it'd be unweighted. With it being weighted, it'll fall faster. You'll get down to the fish. Thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips help you. Go out there and catch some fish.